Welcome back to ESA Summer Online. We are raising money for Alzheimer Foundation. Links to donate can be found below the stream. We would also like to thank Kaspersky, Twitch, and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. Now it's time for yelsraek to take it away with River City Ransom Novice. And before we start, there was an incentive for a file name, and I'm just going to have to refresh here real quick. It seems that we're both tied with Bruce and Cecile, so I guess I'll let you take it from here.
Oh goodness! All right. Thanks. Hi, thank you, Ash. Hi everyone. This is yelsraek, and I am going to run River City Ransom for the NES, aka Ryan takes a brisk jog through the neighborhood. So let's see. So we're tied on the donation incentive, which puts me in a difficult position. So, okay, Bruce Seal. Sadly, we only have 5 characters to go with here. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the name that got the first donation. The first one that showed up was Bruce. So I'm gonna go with Bruce. Because Bruce is a pal. So, there we go. And he doesn't get a name because he doesn't get to play. Alright, so we are going to get started here and play on message speed fast because we like to go fast. And I will give a countdown here. So we are going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is Bruce. Everybody say hello to Bruce. River City Ransom is a lovely little beat-em-up game that has RPG elements to it, which is kind of cool. You can buy items, you can buy food, you can buy all sorts of stuff to increase your stats. But because this is a speedrun, we're not going to do any of that. Instead, we're just going to buy one item to increase our punching attack, to get a specialized punching attack called Stone Hands, and we are going to punch the living daylights out of everybody. There's a lot of stun locking in this game. The first few bosses we're going to use weapons instead of Stone Hands because we're saving up money to buy it. You start with $20, but you need $27 in order to get it. So, luckily you don't have to sit and farm anywhere unless something goes horribly wrong, and hopefully we won't discuss that again. So, gotta get this guy out of the way so we can pick up the crate. First major RNG point here. I need the homeboys in the warehouse, otherwise this is not going to be tenable. That'll have to do. It is the homeboys, but the spawn was kind of split between the left side of the room and the right side. The reason we want them is because they're docile until they get into melee range. So they'll just walk right up to that wall, and because this game is fun, we can hit them through the wall. Did a little damage to myself right there to set up for a death warp that we're going to do after this boss. Oh gosh. Okay. So this has gone a little south already. No problem. Okay, we're good. That's alright. Death warp. We got him. So the death warp saves about 40 seconds over the standard route because the bosses in this game are mostly linear, except for this guy here, except for Blade. Because he is all the way back near the beginning of the game, and everybody else is all in line. So you gotta go 10 screens back to get the Blade, but we do the death warp, and it saves 8 screens of running. Speaking of running, I'm gonna have to do some running for the next minute or two, so I'm gonna pass it off to Ash if you have any donations to read while I try not to die.
Sure, I do have one. We have $5 from Bungie to the Tree saying, "Eat a lurk." Thank you so much, Bungie to the Tree. That's really kind of you. And just to let you guys know, we're here to catch some really good runs and help Alzheimer Foundation, the charity of choice today, to find a cure for Alzheimer's. Yes, you can be part of such a great cause, so please keep those donations coming.
Thanks so much, Ash. Alright, we are getting close to the end of this run, and we're about to get back into some nasty spots here. That was lucky. Okay. So we got homeboys here, which is not good for our money situation, but at least, like I said, at least they're docile, so that's good. Here's Turk, a third boss. Nice, clean, and safe-ish 5-round fight there. And the mob, much more aggressive here, but that's okay. Because we got one of the guys just kind of walking into a pipe because he's not that bright. Some gang members are more aggressive than others. He was pretty docile there. Okay, and our money is good. Good job, Bruce. You can just get, there's 9 different gangs in the game, so you can just get a whole bunch of bad gang spawns that all just drop low money, and then the route doesn't really work. But the whole point about this route is that we don't farm, that we just go and only kill the absolute minimum required gang members in order to spawn bosses, and it just happens to work out that most of the time you get enough money. So now we're gonna go and do the factory jump, maybe? Okay. Yes, we are. We're not gonna botch it. Good stuff. I think it's like a 6-frame window, something like that, for that jump. We've got boss number 5 here, which is Thor. And you don't have to pick up the coins when you kill these bosses. You just need the coin to spawn, and that is the flag that lets you progress. Like this. Now we're headed toward the last section of the game, which is a River City High School. Okay, we got internationals with a tire, which is great, because they want that tire so bad, they're just going to run right over to it. Alright. Ivan was a little late to the party there. Okay, and into the high school we go. All the brass knuckles in the world. It's okay. We got him. Here's Otis. You see, the stun locking on stone hands is pretty crazy. You just have to get the timing for the jumps right. Speaking of timing jumps right, here is the gymnasium jump. Using something called, that I refer to anyway, as stored acceleration, where if you do the biggest possible jump, I didn't need to throw that pipe. If you do the biggest possible jump and then do another jump right after it, yeah, I'm gonna let these guys come back to me because I didn't want to throw the pipe away in the first place. I don't want the pipe so near the twins. So next is the hardest boss fight. Shoutouts to Double Dragon. This game has dragon twins as well. We're gonna split the fight up right at the end, because if one of them is a coin while the other one dies, you don't have to sit through 10 seconds of dialogue, like that. And we're up to the last boss. Even though the intro said stuff about Slick, this is a Simon. Okay, and he's dying. Time will be on Fade to Black. We're gonna do a little happy dance on the fence here to celebrate that we saved the day. There we go. Time. All right, on my timer, I've got 7:24. I don't know what it shows up as on screen, but it's a 7. That's all I care about. But yeah, so that is River City Ransom. I spent a lot of time derusting and building up to this. This was my 8,000th attempt on the nose, according to my live split, and I couldn't have asked for a better run, to be perfectly honest.